Welcome everyone back to After Curfew Interviews with Kyle, and I'm here, and today I have joined with my co-host on the main podcast, Sal. Sal, say hi.
What's up?
Yeah, so normally it's just me, but I brought Sal back, and today we have a wonderful guest and an innovative mind, my friend and guest Tucker. Tucker, say hi and introduce yourself.
What an intro! I'm flattered. Thank you. What's up? I am Tucker. I am a high school senior, and I've gotten into sort of social media and all the stuff that sort of social media and live streaming and all that good stuff in the past year or two. So I'm actually relatively new at this compared to I feel like a lot of other people. But if you want to see me, if you want to see me anywhere, it's at TuckTucktheDuck on all social media. So TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, etc. Clubhouse if you're on that somehow. But
yeah, we'll leave that in the description. Make sure to go check him out. Tucker, man, it's a pleasure having you on.
It's a pleasure being here, Kyle.
Okay. Now I'm gonna, if you keep up with our interviews or podcasts in general, you'll know that we start our podcasts, and recently we started with our interviews the same way. We start with with a quote, right? A quote.
Yep. Solid quote.
Honestly,
solid quote. Love
like
it. Love it.
Quotes are, and I say this every single time. I say this every single time. Quotes are like the best way to, I guess, conversate or like share your opinions, because quotes are like a million words condensed into one. Like you can have
so basically
many
different meanings.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Absolutely.
Oh, question. Do you have the author for this one?
Hey.
Oh, I was listening to
Everybody
this.
wants to know.
listening to this.
Okay. No. Hear me out. Sal, you haven't been on my interviews in a while, and
Nope.
no cap. When it arrives, you'll see it. But my last interview that I did, I got an author. Okay. Now.
Oh, so just one.
And we're
Okay.
just supposed to believe that without listening to it? I don't know about that.
Yeah, man.
Put some money where your mouth is, Sal. How much? Put some money on the line, dude. Hey, I recorded it, so I know what happened. But anyways, yeah. I didn't get an author for this one, unfortunately. But I can tell you
Typical.
the last one.
Typical.
Guess who's not gonna be? Guess who's not gonna be pleased? William.
How's he? This guy loved it when I didn't get authors, bro. This guy. What are you talking about?
William's gonna be like, oh, you broke tradition, this and that.
Yeah. Tradition. Oh my god. Okay. Now.
And just to clarify for me, William is the editor, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out editors all over the place. Gotta love editors and co-hosts. Best kinds of people in the world, in my opinion.
Shout out to the editor co-hosts. That upper echelon of people.
Rare breed.
Rare breed. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
My quote that I brought is it reads, whatever makes you uncomfortable is your biggest opportunity for growth. I'm gonna let that
Wait,
sink in.
repeat that.
Whatever
Repeat
makes
that.
you uncomfortable is your biggest opportunity for growth.
That sounds like a Yes Theory quote right there.
Yeah.
Oh shit, you heard of Yes Theory too? Oh my god, I love you.
I was wearing their merch. I have their necklace on right now.
Really? Yeah, dude. That
I'm a
their
Yes
channel's so
Theory.
dope.
I'm a Yes Theory simp, as the kids say.
A simp, as the kids say.
As the kids say, and I'm definitely
you've heard
not a
of Yes
kid.
Theory
Definitely
too?
a
Yeah,
full
dude,
adult.
I love it. I I love Yes Theory too, because they're
Shout out Yes Theory.
yeah, shout out Yes Theory. Although they don't need our shout out, I'm sure they don't.
For those of you who
yeah.
don't know, this is the fastest growing podcast that has ever come into existence. So so obviously anybody who can get a shout out from us, they're dying for it. So Yes Theory, you're welcome. We just grew your audience 20%.
Welcome.
Thank
in
you.
Advance,
Thank you for the respect.
Well, thank you, Tucker. But honestly, like, what does this quote mean? I mean, whatever makes you uncomfortable is your biggest opportunity for growth. And I do feel like this is this does kind of and I'm glad you brought up Yes Theory, because there isn't their slogan like seek discomfort, right? And I feel
that's the one. It's seek discomfort.
Yeah,
it's all about
Yeah.
life
life is lived on the outside of comfortness. That's what it's all about.
Right.
Okay.
Quote really speaks that.
I think something I can compare to. So you know about I guess how are you talking about Yes Theory, seek discomfort and stuff. It's kind of like getting out of your comfort zone. Like the things that if you get out of your comfort zone, you'll start growing more because you're leaving the spot that you're used to, and you're basically going into like new ground. You're getting to experience more that,
Right.
thus making you more mature. Basically taking all that information inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want a practical experience about just like getting outside your comfort zone. So throughout high school, I've played like over like 10 sports.
Wow.
Between soccer, frisbee, rugby, swimming, football, just like ultimate frisbee. The best sport in existence.
That's a sport.
Yeah, ultimate frisbee.
Yeah,
it's like it's like a club sport. So like it's at my school, but like it's not.
You from a white
Go for it.
neighborhood, huh? Yeah. Yeah. If you got AAU if you got like competitive frisbee, oh yeah. Oh my God, you got a competitive your church league must be stacked, bro.
Oh come
my
on,
God.
come on. Listen. Let me explain. All we do, we play against like the same 5 or 6 teams every single match, and they're all the schools are from Pennsylvania, and we just go to tournaments. So that's it.
I mean, it sounds fun. It sounds fun.
It's more of a joke sport than anything. It's more of a joke sport than anything. I will admit. Like I mean, you just sort of go out and you try and win, but at the end of the day, it's just frisbee.
Respect to all the ultimate frisbee pros.
Marquez Brownlee is an ultimate frisbee player. Did you know that?
He is.
Yeah, MKBHD.
Dude, I've heard about his name. I've just never gotten the time to watch anything that he produces.
He plays for the Empire.
Oh my.
Yeah, the New York Empire, part of the American Ultimate Disc League.
Bro,
I only know that. I only know that because
it's like a frisbee, except like slightly inflated. Like, just play football.
I only know that because there are some actual tryhards on the team who the rest of us make fun of very consistently. It's very funny.
Are they good
Imagine
though?
tryharding.
Oh,
ultimate frisbee.
they're good. If you try hard frisbee, there's not a whole lot of other people who are going to be up there competing with you. So
True.
So they were like showing me highlights one day in open time, and I was like, that's Marquez Brownlee, or as Will Smith says, that's Mark Ass Brownlee. Like what is he doing on a frisbee field? What? So I looked into it a little bit, and I found that he's a big frisbee guy, and so I was like, that's pretty cool to know.
What do you call yourselves?
Anyways,
Frisbeers?
We call ourselves the Ultimates. That's it. We are the Ultimates because it's ultimate frisbee.
Well, yeah.
I'm just kidding. We call ourselves frisbee players. Frisbee players. That's it.
Frisbee players.
Dude,
I think we might. Well, I mean, what do you call someone who plays football? You call them a football player. You don't call them like a footballer or something, or like somebody who plays soccer, a soccer player. No, or like a soccerer. You know, you don't say that. You say soccer player.
I can tell Kyle feels disturbed.
Dude,
Anyways,
I don't know
back-
what to say, dude.
okay, let's tie it back. So back to talking about getting outside your comfort zone. So I have been a part of so many different like communities within my school, and what that's really led to for me is getting into streaming. I wasn't 100% sure if I wanted to do it like when we saw the opportunity, but I was like, you know what? What's the worst that happens? I've joined basically, I know like half the people in this school strictly because of sports, and the other half just because of like, meeting them or classes or whatever. And so, and now I raised $15,000 for food banks. That's a pretty big growth from not knowing how to stream to like raising a good amount of money, and reaching 18,000 concurrent viewers for one of the streams for my school. Like it's just just getting outside your comfort zone, and the more you get outside the comfort zone, the more comfortable you are outside your comfort zone, and then like the more you go, it's like a loop. And so it's so interesting how all that happens, and it's very fun.
Yeah. Dude,
to tie that all back, we got off on a little tangent there.
We need to talk about your streaming and what you really do. So we've interviewed streamers, but I don't think anyone on your level. You're like on another level.
I would like to point out, right? When you talk about normal streamers, you generally mean like Twitch streamers, and by normal I just mean like the most.
Oh, he's about to
like,
diss some Twitch streamers.
I'm not trying to do stream. No. I'm trying to praise them. I love Twitch streamers, and I respect what they do, because I know like it's a grind, just like everything else. It is a grind that you have to be dedicated to, and so So the thing about Twitch streamers is like they have to make their own community of people who are interested and want to watch them. I keep bringing it back to this community point because it's just so important. I stream for my school, so I run all the behind the scenes. We have a 3-camera shoot. We had a 4-camera shoot today because we had an announcer cam. But for the most part, it's just a 3-camera shoot with a couple mics set up throughout the stadium, throughout the gym, and we have a guy on the mixing board. We have a guy switching between the cameras, and then we have a guy running the stream, making sure that all the quality and everything is good. And then obviously people to man the cameras and a couple announcers, all that good stuff. And so what's really nice about that is while it's a lot of equipment and it takes like an hour to set up on average, depending on how many people show up early, we know we're going to get a good amount of viewers because our team wants to watch it, our team's family wants to watch it, the other team wants to watch it, the other team's family wants to watch it, any relatives they have. You have somebody living out. Last year when we first started doing this, somebody approached me just like out of nowhere, and they were like, "Hey, you're the guy who streams, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." They were like, "We have cousins out in Oregon who are able to like participate in they call us after the game and we get to talk to them, and it's really brought our family closer together because we're able to stream." And that was like, I got chills down my back, and I realized that like, hey, I'm building a community here, and so it's really nice for me because I know we get a good amount of viewers. Like I said, like one time we had like 18,000 concurrent viewers, which was crazy. It was crazy. That was for one of our.
What
that was
kind
for
of
one of our.
CIF game were you doing?
No.
so it's championship.
It was no. So we had built we just built a new stadium and we finished it this year. And so it was like the unveiling of this stadium, and we had like state senators come, and it was like a big.
So it was like a really big thing.
No, so we were in the gym today. The state, so it was a football game. It was like a big rivalry game. So like everybody was watching. We had 18,000 concurrent viewers. It was crazy. And so like I was pretty much just like handed that, and they were like, here's all the tools you need. Here's how to succeed. Here's somebody to watch over you. Here's all, everything was just handed to me. Everything was set up, and with Twitch streamers, they earn all that, and so what I might be doing is like on a bigger scale, but it's like, I don't want to say like it was handed to me, because I definitely worked hard to be able to like be in the position of like being like, running everything, but like, once I sort of proved myself, like they were like, all right, here you go, here are the reins, and you're gonna have some adult supervision, but for the most part, like just get it done. And with Twitch streamers, they earn every single viewer they get, just like a constant grind. And so I just have so much respect for them in that regard. So no hate to Twitch streamers. Love all my Twitch streamers. I'm not trying to get canceled before I even get started.
Canceled, but dude, yeah, cancel before you even get started. Wow.
Yeah, so long roundabout answer. Big respect to Twitch streamers. Even if even if they're not getting that many viewers, like it is such a grind, and so much respect for that.
Right. Well, now I really want to talk about this.
Go for it.
Your rise to gaining your community, you said, and outside of school. We're gonna go outside of school, and what you did on, let's say, TikTok or Instagram, and even YouTube. Now you're starting YouTube, so go in the description, go follow it, and subscribe. God,
subscribe to TuckTuckTheDuck. I do it all for the views. No,
but yeah, go subscribe to that. But dude, you had a huge rise on TikTok and then Instagram a little.
So
I'll talk a bit about that.
So I'll talk about TikTok. And so I started on TikTok. I got about 20,000 followers, and then I left. And now I'm sort of starting to come back a little bit, and so I'll talk about that a little bit. I joined TikTok just like everybody else because I was bored during quarantine and I didn't really have anything better to do. And I started sort of seeing like these people getting millions upon millions of views for doing absolutely nothing, and I was like, oh my god, I want that. Like I want millions of views. Give me that. So I started posting and following every trend and posting every day and everything like that. And I'd occasionally get like a couple 100,000 views, but at the end of the day, none of it mattered because they would see my video once. Maybe they'd follow, maybe they wouldn't. It didn't really matter because they'd like it. Maybe even comment, maybe follow, whatever. At the end of the day, it was just another video and sort of an endless cycle of just scrolling, watching, maybe laughing, maybe being a little empathetic, whatever, and then just continue scrolling and not really thinking about anything. And what I learned from that, the biggest thing I learned from TikTok is when you see something that's like, here's $1 million, just like, I'll give it to you right away. Sure, it might be nice to have $1 million, but you don't gain anything from that. You don't get to meet any friends. You don't get to, have really cool fan interactions. There's no community around it. And at the end of the day, when you stop posting, nobody reaches out to you and says, why have you stopped posting? Are you all right? Nobody says, there's no sort of support or network like that on TikTok, at least, or at least the way that I was doing it, there was no network. And so what I realized is like, if I want to get big on any sort of social media platform, or just like if I want to do anything in general, you got to grind for it, because that way you meet, I'm meeting people like Kyle and Sal, and I'm forming this awesome connection. And if all of a sudden I never posted on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, they'd probably reach out to me and be like, hey, you all right, bud? And it's, I'm building a sort of a community around it. I'm going to keep coming back to this community more because I just think it's so important that, to have a strong community that, you're friends with and you care about, and they care about you, is worth infinitely times more than whatever, I had like 1.2 million views on my most viewed video. I just, it was a funny video. I show it to my friends sometimes and they laugh, but it doesn't mean anything, and now I'm coming back because I've sort of, with this understanding, I'm like, yeah, like I will grind for as long as it takes to get big. And not only do I want to grind on TikTok, but I also want to grind on YouTube, because I'm inspired by people like Mr. Beast and Yes Theory, who get outside their comfort zone and then give back to the community. And so, or whatever community they're in. And so, I want to try and sort of blow up a little bit, blow up even more on TikTok, and then actually harness what I'm doing on there and put it into like a good, put it to a good use,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing, dude. I mean, you had a huge come up on TikTok, and as you know, you already have established your following on TikTok. But I feel like from here on it's just upwards, and I feel like I can't wait to just kind of grow with you, and
Absolutely. Yeah, making a community of friends that you care about and who care about you.
Right.
Excuse me, I burped. Who care about you and who care about you.
And I look forward to doing some cool things. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
absolutely,
gonna say
absolutely.
anything else. That's all I'm
Oh, okay.
saying.
We're gonna leave you. We're gonna leave. If you're listening to this, we are going to leave you on the biggest cliffhanger. Some big events, and that's all we're gonna say. All we're gonna say.
Yeah. That's all we need to say. That's all we need to say.
That's all. That's it. That's it.
I'm
That's
on
it. They're
my
hooked
Adrian
now.
Bro.
They're hooked.
They're
If you're listening and you are not hooked, I don't know what's going on. Maybe you have it on mute. Maybe I got no idea. You gotta be hooked. A big event is coming, and that's all you need to know.
big things.
Something big, something extraordinarily huge.
Something oh my goodness!
We're
You
cutting
took it from
we're-
us.
we're cutting it
Sal.
right there until one of you accidentally say what we are doing.
Something as the kids say, something huge.
Yeah,
Huge.
we're going to kind of like direct the traffic
Absolutely
somewhere else,
huge.
so that we don't.
No, bro.
Accidentally
That's what you were. That's what you had to talk about with William. Ooh, this is comedy. Remember that? He wanted to cut it out.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, we gotta stay raw.
Yeah.
That's
I
what she
know,
said. All right, we gotta say something like super. We gotta say something like super smart. Let me look up smartest quote. So this part has to stay in. Smartest
it has to
quotes
stick.
of
It has
all
to
time.
stick.
All right, first quote. The greatest glory in living lies not in never failing, but in rising every. Oh, that was another one of your quotes. But in rising every time we fall. All right, boom. You can't cut it out now because now we have the best. According to Google, that is the most famous quote of all time.
How come I don't know it?
Wasn't that one of your quotes from one of the other episodes?
No, yeah,
Dude,
well,
probably
well.
already forgot.
we forgot, man.
Oh, I remember because that was the one that you guys were clowning on him. Nelson Mandela said that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so according to quotes by famous people, it is blog.hubspot.com. The greatest glory in living lies not in never failing, but in rising every time we fall. And that actually kind of falls into like this whole comfort zone thing.
Whoa, how many fucking seconds did you find that?
Like 3.
Kyle.
Nah, Google just
Explain
rigged, bro.
yourself.
Nah, the
Explain
FBI,
it.
bro.
Explain
Nah.
yourself, man.
They like
Nah.
IP banned me, dog. No. They did dude. The FBI be doing some sus stuff, bro. Like serious,
Nah,
dude.
bro.
They probably
Take the
messed with my
blame.
Google and stuff like that. Yeah, no. That's definitely what happened.
Okay, so I just
Caught
Googled.
in 4K.
Oh, okay, hold up. I lied. So according to Google now, it was Ralph Waldo Emerson. So maybe you got a little confused.
See,
Oh, no. But also according to Google.com, it was Nelson Mandela.
whatever.
You might as well say it was Ratatouille, man.
Nah, so it's I think it's Nelson Mandela because all the Google pictures with like the beautiful picture in the background and then like the
It's
text
like
on the
him
screen and then the quote is all saying Nelson Mandela.
Oh.
And then there's one source saying Ralph Waldo Emerson, but I don't think it's Ralph Waldo Emerson. That doesn't sound like him. He was so focused on nature and stuff. So Nelson Mandela is the author of that quote. If we can like go in and edit that podcast real quick and just put this part in, just real quick. What's up, guys? I'm Tucker. The author of that quote was Nelson Mandela, and Kyle was just too lazy to Google it. All right, continue with the podcast.
Whoa, damn. Okay.
Damn, bro.
well,
Hey, Kyle, get out of here. He's the new host.
You can't just kick me off my own podcast. Alright,
What
but
do you
anyways.
mean?
All right, we're gonna call this the Tuckaroonie podcast instead of the Macaroni podcast. And yeah, all right. Sorry, Kyle. Sorry. Sal and I are taking over. Now.
Yeah, bro. You out. You're getting canceled.
Oh
We're
my
gonna tell
God.
Twitter about this.
Should have found the quotes. Or
my
wait,
God,
should have found the
getting
authors.
canceled.
Should have found the authors. That's what I meant to say.
Bro, you don't even know what you're talking about. I'm chilling.
I would like to
Anyways,
point out-
asparagus.
It's 1 a.m. where I am, so
It's
Yeah,
10 over here.
I'm gonna try and I think this is the last question because we're getting into podcast type beat.
that's my bad. That's on me.
No. It's all good. I mean, this is great. I love this. But last question, and
Let's do it.
Past couple interviews we have. This is kind of like the running theme in the interview series.
For sure. Let's do it.
We've been big on mental health, and I feel like this started with our first guest, which was Rancid T, and she was an advocate for mental health, and ever since then we've asked this every single person the same question. I guess what are your like views on how mental health has been affected by quarantine and corona and lockdown?
That's a really difficult question because I'm just one kid, and I do have sort of a like experimental, almost not experimental. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not like a study. Observational. So I can tell you that I know a lot of my friends have been like sort of down and everything. It's been better because I am hybrid for my school, so we're half in, half out. So it's definitely been getting better because of that. Which I never thought that like school would make me less depressed, but that's a whole different subject.
Yeah.
But
podcast type beat.
Exactly. But no, I mean being forced to sit inside your house for months at a time, without any sort of real hope about knowing exactly when you're gonna get out. It's just. I don't know how anybody could sort of look at that situation and still have a lot of hope. I mean, it's depressing, and I think that it definitely resulted in a lot of people either getting worsening depression or maybe developing symptoms or whatever. But I am just a high school senior. I've not done any sort of experiment. I'm not a very reliable source on this. That's just like my observations, and I've done my best to try and reach out to people and help out. But at the end of the day, there's only so much you can do, especially because it's so stigmatized. And I have friends at school who are working on a project to sort of destigmatize it, specifically within our school, and then try and broaden it out to other schools as well. But it's such a touchy subject that I just don't know, I don't know how much I can bring to the table on it. It's just such a subject, and I guess that's all I can say.
Well, I mean, I think we're gonna wrap it up there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tucker, once again, so much for taking the time out of your day to come on and have us interview you.
Thank you, Kyle, and thank you, Sal. This has been a blast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it really has.
Yeah,
into the audience. Thank you all so much for watching the video.
You made it to the end. Hold up, real quick. If you're on YouTube and you're listening, all right, go like the video. It helps us out so much. Just go like it real quick. Go help out the Macaroni podcast.
Hey.
The Macaroni interview is what this
Heard
is.
him.
It's the Macaroni interview.
It's the after curfew interviews with Kyle.
It's the after curfew interviews. That's what it is. And you know what? It's 1 a.m. where I am. It is after curfew.
After curfew.
So all you got to do, if you've made it this far and you're enjoying yourself, you're having a good time, you're listening, you're saying, oh man, that guy Tucker, he is probably one of the funniest people I've ever listened to. Just go annihilate the like button. Maybe if you're feeling generous, only if you're feeling generous, or maybe not. Give a little tap to show a little love to the subscribe button.
Wow.
Help your boys out. And that's all I have to say.
inspiration.
Okay.
Pure.
Thank you for
Pure
coming
genius.
to Tucker's TED Talk.
You. You heard the man, dude. I don't have to say anything else. I could end it right here and we'd be chilling. But
Thank you for listening, and that's the podcast.
and that's.
I don't know if I'm allowed to end it or not as the guest, but I felt like that was right. I felt like that was right.
It was to a degree that was right, but thank you to all the viewers. You already heard them. Yeah,
Thank you.
like, subscribe, check them out in the description, and we'll see.
And
you
shout out to the
next time.
Twitch streamers. I don't hate you.
Hey, he's trying not to get canceled.
Trying to get canceled.
We'll see
We're
you
just
guys
looking
next
for you,
time.
man.
Have a good day. Bye.
We love you.